So let's go.
It's the Jubilee weekend. It's Thursday and it's a bank holiday, which feels very unusual. Dan's driving and we're just popping to the shops. There's loads of people driving about with flags on their cars, and I've just put the bunting up outside our house, so we are now keeping up with the road. We've got our bunting up and we're off to get a few snacks and things for today because Phoebe's got a friend coming round and his mum has actually made them a little afternoon tea to bring with him. It's so sweet. She's a nurse and she's working nights, so she needs to get a nap this afternoon, so we said he could come to us. So that everybody wins there really, because Phoebe gets a friend round and she gets to sleep. So we're off to get a few little snacky things for the afternoon, and tomorrow we're going to a Jubilee party at the social club that's on our road, and my mum is coming with us, and we're just going to do lots of Jubilee-ish things. I don't know, so if you don't know, a Jubilee is when we celebrate the anniversary of a reigning monarch. Is that how you would describe it, Dan?
Yes.
And it's the Platinum Jubilee, which means Queen Elizabeth II has, I was about to say been in power.
Been on the throne.
Been on the throne.
Which is another Englishism.
For 70 years. And that's what we're celebrating this weekend. I was born in 1977, which was the year of the Queen's Silver Jubilee, so she'd already been on the throne for 25 years when I was born. Dan's laughing because I keep saying on the throne, which is another way of saying on the toilet. She'd been reigning for 25 years by the time I was born. So that's what the Jubilee is, and us Brits, any excuse for a bit of a street party. And there's lots of street parties going on. There's going to be lots of road closures over the next few days. Well, I think Sunday's the big day for street parties. There's quite a few going on our road, and I'm hoping today, maybe not today, but actually if we go for a walk later, I want to film some of the flags and everything that are all up around the streets.
If not, I'm sure we'll do it at some point.
Yeah, we'll do it at some point. Anyway, I'm going to stop yabbering on. We're going to go to the shops, the Jubilee shops. Everything this weekend, we're going on a Jubilee drive to the Jubilee shops. God, 1972.
I'm going to say 1975.
You are right. You are absolutely right with that. Brilliant.
That was the luckiest guess ever.
Lawn mowers going full strength in all the back gardens. I can smell fire lighters. One of the roads that we passed on the way back is already closed for a street party. That's earlier than I thought. As in, I thought it would be later in the weekend. To be honest with you, I'll be glad when the weekend is over. This whole 4 days just presents opportunity after opportunity for noise interference, and I struggle so much with that. I'm getting better, and I'm trying to take deep breaths and remind myself that everybody's here in the same road, in the same boat, and it's going to be fun and there will be good elements to it, but try not to let it affect my inner peace too much. But I do have anxiety around what kind of noise awaits me. I'm gonna have some lunch. I am gonna have one of my favourite lunches. I keep getting distracted by the bunting that's flapping about outside the window now. I keep thinking, what's that? Oh yes, bunting. I'm gonna have one of my favourite lunches. So basically, instead of having a wrap, so a wrap with some cheese and some veg, I'm going to turn it into a wrap pizza. So I'm going to lay out the wrap, put some tomato sauce, tomato puree on it, and everything that I would otherwise put in the wrap, other than, non-cookable things like lettuce, and cook it in the oven for 10 minutes until it goes nice and crispy, and it's kind of like having a pizza, but a lot healthier. So I'm going to go and do that now. And stop getting distracted by bunting.
You've been trying to find your crown.
happy camper through the ups and downs, keeping calm, winning ground. Let's build castles now. We'll make gold on our way up through the trees before we reach them tops. Oh no, half isn't enough. Let's build castles now. Well, you know what they say. There are no kingdoms without rulers. Are you ready for change? We could be kings and queens every day. On the lawn, we are brave. Yes, even braver than the bravest. So let's go, start the race. We should be kings and queens every day. When the crowd is calling our names and the storm is one with our game, we just keep burning the flame. You are one of us. We say come, whatever may, we join forces today. Oh no, half isn't enough. Let's build castles now. Well, you know what they say. There are no kingdoms without rulers. Are you ready?
We are about to fly the drone, which is going to be fun. Well, I have my friend here, there's their shoulder, and we're going to fly the drone. Shoulder.
It's lovely and quiet on the heath, but very windy. Oh, when I say quiet, I mean people-wise, but given that it's right next to a motorway, it's not that quiet. The kids are just off climbing a tree, and we're giving the drone another go, but it's very windy, so it's getting buffeted about. So if I get some good footage, or rather if Dan gets some good footage, I will include it. We're just playing about, trying to work out the controls, even just like setting it up to get it going. We've still got to really get the hang on. It seems to be handling the wind quite well, but obviously it's not holding too steady in the face of it to get a good clear shot.
Yeah, I've already done the circle. I've already done the circle.
We bumped into one of our neighbours a few doors down, and she said she was doing some baking today, and she also said, do we need egg boxes? And I said, no we don't, but do you need eggs for baking? So I'm going to go and drop them off to her. Egg delivery. There you go.
Do you love the eggs this morning?
Right, yeah, lovely shells as well. Speckly.
Thank you, girls.
smile.
Let's zoom out for a moment. Absolutely, and I think that's what's the sort of almost like the secret weapon really of the royal family. For every person they meet, they make that 30 seconds. Good morning. It is Friday, but it feels like Sunday because it's the second bank holiday of the weekend. The social club down the road is very busily putting up balloons and bunting and all, setting out tables ready for the party that's happening later. We won't be going till a little bit late afternoon, early evening. I've woken up full of something around this area. I've got a really scratchy throat and I feel like I've got a cold by my eyes. And I feel like I can't quite get going this morning. So it's already coming up for midday. We haven't done much other than, well, Dan's out trimming the honeysuckle back in the garden. The chickens are having a bock about and avoiding him. And we've watched a bit of telly and I was just about to clean the kitchen when Phoebe decided to do some baking. So I'm now going to have some lunch and then tidy the kitchen. I feel like I want something really nice and nutritious, so I'm putting together some kale which I'm going to bake in the oven until it's crispy, and I'm going to add an egg and bake the egg in the oven, and I'm going to make a kind of spicy salsa-y Huvos Ranchos, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, inspired sauce, and put it all on toast, and maybe a bit of feta as well. So I don't know what you'd call that, but there's plenty of good nutritious stuff in it. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then we're going to get stuck into the rest of the day's celebrations, whatever they may be and whatever we might end up doing. So my mum's coming later to join us as well, and I think she's going to be staying the night so she doesn't have to get home late. And it's a really sunny day. It's about 21 degrees, which I don't approve of, but it's good for all the celebrations that people are having, I suppose, so that's good. Stop waffling. I'm halfway through cleaning the kitchen. I've had a message from our friend and neighbour up the road. Let's get his shoes. Because they're going away for the night on Saturday night, and they have chickens as well. So they've asked if we could just pop in and make sure they've gone into their coop on Saturday night and then let them out on Sunday morning. So Phoebe and I are just going to pop up and get a lesson in how their setup works. Apparently they're naughty chickens and they don't go into the coop when they're supposed to, so we might have to lift them in there physically, which is fine. So we're off to do that. So sunny and warm today. You can tell by my face that that's not something that makes me delighted. What a mizzog. Come on, Phoebe! I don't know why she has to get changed to go and see some chickens. What are you doing, Dan?
I am winding my yarn. Wind the yarn, wind the yarn.
Why are you winding yarn?
Because we're finally going to get this caked up so you can cast me on and teach me to knit.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people. in the Teach Dan to Knit campaign.
Hashtag Dan is knitting.
Not quite, but they'll be very pleased to hear that we are starting.
Yes.
Perfect week, a 4-day weekend. Perfect time to get started. And the yarn I bought for you, didn't I?
You did.
DK yarn from Third Vault Yarns, who I love. Where's the tag? I think we're going to start Dan off with a hat. I'm going to cast it on for him, and then he's going to just go round and round.
I just want a straightforward beanie.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy it. What do you reckon?
I'm going to enjoy it. I might get frustrated and cry at some point. I'm going to enjoy it.
My neighbour down the way, who we dropped off some eggs for yesterday, has just dropped off some of the result of the baking she was doing. Look at this! How cute are they? They smell good as well. Oh, I love them. Nom nom nom. Mum's here.
Yes, looking very.
Very red, white and blue.
You're right, I've got white trousers and.
But you bought your God save the Queen.
And I have.
You have your saltire.
I have my salt tie. Yes.
So it's about 5 o'clock now. We're going to head over to the hall. We're going to scream freedom as we go over there. So we're going to head over there and see what's what. So I'll try to film,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'll be able to.
Yeah. Good, right?
I'll definitely be able to film lots of flags and balloons.
Who's taking the picture?
I will.
It's Her Majesty.
See, match.
Ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what I want you to do, we're going to get this card here, this one here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to get this. It's okay, you don't need to do anything with a pen, but I'm just going to get this one here, this 5. And I want you to just say stop anywhere. Say stop anywhere you want.
Stop.
Stop here. Where you said stop, I want to try and bend reality. Just like I filmed The Matrix. Watch. 3, 2, 1.
What? Take it out!
Slowly pull that out at the top part.
Yeah.
So it's easier for you. Come on. You can see the hole is completely
Do that
gone.
again.
Do you want to try it as well?
Can you do that again? Can you do that again?
We're back. Check out Dan's shirt. It's about 8:15. The kids came home before us and the older ones were looking after Phoebe. I popped back and made them some pizza, went back for one more drink, and now we're all home and I'm going to make us some pasta. I'm losing my voice, partly from shouting and chatting with the neighbours over the loud music, which they didn't need to play.
No.
Which
Could've just left it
makes
at
me
chatting,
sound
couldn't they?
really old. And partly because I've got this weird cold. But as a very quick meal, I'm going to do some pasta with some tomato sauce. And we're going to sit and have that and maybe another drink. Definitely another drink.
At least another drink.
Because we are toasting Her Majesty. Hello.
Hello.
I'm poorly. And not in a morning after the night before way. I woke up at about 2 in the morning. I'm feeling like my throat is just full of gravel. I couldn't get back to sleep for a good couple of hours. And I've woken up completely full of cold behind my face. So I'm not going to be doing much today other than having a hot bath. The girls have both got drama school. I've done a COVID test, by the way, and it's negative. So I'm now convinced that I've never had COVID, despite living with, working with, and being in close proximity with many, many people who have had it. And I thought that this was my time, but it's not. I'll keep testing, but yeah, negative. I think I'm just naturally immune. That's going to be famous last words, isn't it? We had a really lovely time last night. We didn't stay late. We were home by, I think, 8, half 8. It was before the chickens had gone to bed. And I was in bed before 11. My mum's headed home and I'm distracted by bunting again. It's really windy today, so the bunting is fluttering against the windows. I keep thinking it's like birds or something. Right, I think I am going... I've been editing a bit of this vlog, but I keep falling asleep. So I think I'm going to do a bit of knitting and watch a podcast. Yes, and stop talking, because I'm just talking nonsense. I'm in bed. I've had my hot bath to try and shift the cold. It's very sunny outside. It's supposed to be about 20 degrees and raining, but it's very sunny with blue skies, definitely not raining. And it feels warmer than 20. That might be because I've just had a hot bath though. And I'm in bed, which is very rare for me in the middle of the day, but Phoebe's at her drama school. Dan and Lily are downstairs watching some Marvel thing with Moon in the title. It's a series, Moon Unit, no, Moon Boy. I'm sure if you're a Marvel fan, you'll know what it is. And I'm upstairs, I've got my MacBook, my iPad, my knitting, I've got my books, I know I mentioned these last time, but I'm reading A Year in Cronenberg by Jeff Bunn. And I'm also reading Draw Your Day by Samantha Dion Baker. And I'm really enjoying this because I mentioned also in my last vlog that I'd fallen out of my drawing habit. Really want to get back into it, and I'm finding this very inspiring. So I might do a bit of reading, might do a bit of knitting, might do a bit of editing, might just watch a podcast, might just sleep. Just make the most of the next couple of hours when no one needs me and it's quiet. Can't hear any outside noise. Touch wood. Just going to make the most of it. It's 9 o'clock. I fell asleep. I feel horrible. We've had dinner. I slept for... How long did I sleep for, Dan?
About 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours. And because it's been the bank holidays, and today's Saturday, but it kind of feels like Friday because we had pizza, because we didn't have pizza as normal on Friday, but it also feels like Sunday because yesterday felt like Saturday.
And our neighbour cleaned his van.
Our neighbour cleaned his van today, and he only ever does that on a Sunday. So that's I feel completely discombobulated, combined with having a mid-afternoon sleep. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, we've now got to go and put our neighbour a few doors up chickens away. She has naughty chickens. They will not go to bed on their own. They'll roost on top of the coop. So we need to go and... The coop is inside the run. So after we've sorted out our chickens, we're going to go and sort out her chickens because they're away just for tonight. Going over in my pyjamas.
Hi.
Pyjamas, and you've got your pyjamas on. There you go, Daisy. That's it, Daisy. Dan's up. He's not feeling good either. And we're off to let our neighbour's chickens out. It's about 7:20 now and I've been up since 5.
Good morning, girls. We've got plenty of food in there.
They're very happy chickens.
Yes, we are.
It is Sunday and it's the last day of the 4-day Jubilee weekend. Unfortunately, I was up a lot in the night with a very sore throat, feeling horrendous. So I eventually got up at about 4:45 this morning, had a cup of tea, did a bit of knitting, watched a bit of YouTube, let the chickens out and so on. And then I went back to bed at about 8 o'clock and slept for another 3 hours. So once again feeling very discombobulated, and then since then I've just been sitting on the sofa feeling very sorry for myself. I've got no appetite and my throat is very sore. I've tested negative again for COVID. I think we all think at the moment, don't we, that anything we get must be COVID, but it's not. It's just some random throat thing. Phoebe's got a very sore throat too. Dan's not feeling too clever, but he's got a good appetite, he's got energy and he's fine really. He's just got a bit of an annoying cough. And Lilia, I think she's already had something similar but not quite so bad. She wasn't too well in the last week of term. So it's just my turn. So I'm going to end the vlog. I finished the pink sock. This is the Prom Queen socks by Kay Jane's The Bakery Bears. It looks a bit weird because I haven't blocked it, but it's a lovely lace pattern. These are going to be for Lilia. I've done them in a colour similar but not the same as the dress that she has for prom. So I'm going to start the other one. Seeing as I'm confined to bed and sofa today, I'm going to do a bit of knitting. And I've got a test knit to finish as well. So I'm just going to do that and try not to beat myself up about not doing the 101 things I normally force myself to do. And you know, if this was my friend, I'd be saying leave it, it'll all wait. Nothing's gonna go horribly wrong just because you didn't dust or hoover or clean out the chickens today. It can wait till tomorrow or when you're feeling better. So I'm gonna try and take that advice, cuddle up, do some knitting and just take it really easy. So thank you for joining us, and I've been catching up with a few of your comments from last week, so thank you for taking the time to comment. You always make me smile and laugh, and you've given me some great advice about the black fly on my broad beans. So I've got quite a few good pieces of advice there, non-harmful ways to deal with them. Can't speak, it hurts to speak. I'm going to stop speaking, but thank you for your comments. Thank you for watching this little weekend in our lives. I hope you've enjoyed it, and whatever you're doing or whatever you're up to in the coming week, I hope that you're able to be kind to yourselves, and I hope that you haven't got a sore throat, and I hope that whatever challenges you have coming up, you're able to face them head on. And I'll see you again, hopefully, in one piece next week.